how close he had come to death. The inertial dampeners had normalized, but he still felt unmoored. The cooling fluid in his body rushed to his head all at once, and dizziness grasped him. Stef laid his head back and stared at the ceiling. He had a new appreciation for the ship and the numerous hours of sim training his parents had forced on him. Eventually, Stef calmed. The fear of imminent death passed, and he remembered that as a shipwreck witness, he had to log the incident. Having been first to the scene, he had salvage rights as well. Stef brought the ship back to the explosion site and began his log.
Recording initiated. Time code JKI 7.8871. J-Class Cargo Vessel S-7 Commodore. Pilot Stef 716 found unidentified stall vessel. Possibly an outer planetoid defense ship.
His voice was steady, no longer shaking. Proceeding at once to salvage. The compartment directly before cargo access housed the loading hangar. Stef continued his log as he prepared for the salvage operation.
We don't have an autoloader, so I'm using the space nav suit. Time code.
Stef looked at the readout on the forearm portion of the suit.
.9871.
The loading hangar was relatively large, which was lucky, as he didn't have spare room in the cargo compartments for anything he might pry from the wreckage. He clicked the separate portions of the space nav suit onto his body: forearms, chest plate, over boots. The recording device attached to his chest plate. He continued his log.
Visuals and scans show the ship is a total loss. Level 2 compensation requested.
The hours of instruction his parents gave him came flooding back. Level 2 compensation meant that the company or group that owned anything salvaged from the wreck would have to split the profits 50-50. Stef activated the space nav suit. Its separate pieces, chest, boots, and gloves connected via flexible material that formed an airtight seal. Stef could function in the vacuum of space for nearly an hour, but human regulations dictated very high safety standards for all spacewalk operations. His large, clear helmet completed the ensemble. It attached with a hiss, and then a click. He was ready. Over several hours, Stef shuttled small components, and a few intact containers, in from the debris field. Once he'd gathered everything worth recovering, he documented the find for the log.
Most everything was either incinerated in the explosion, or damaged too badly. I recovered several shielded cargo containers, which of course withstood the blast, and some provisions from the ship's dining deck.
The massive hangar doors behind him slowly closed as he completed his log. Stef took a last look back at the debris field he just traversed. His thoughts lingered on the ordeal, the stalled ship, the explosion, evading collision with the flying debris. The hangar door closed with a loud metallic clang, a finality to it.
Back to donuts, I guess.